What's up everybody, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to walk you guys through a few simple tips on how to make your A7IV footage look cinematic and professional through color grading. It's a real simple workflow. Essentially it's just applying a couple LUTs and adjusting a few things here. They're not my personal LUTs, so I'm going to link the LUTs in the description down below. My bird's chirping. Of course, it was quiet all day, and then as soon as I start filming, she starts chirping. All right guys, without further ado, we'll hop in my color grade workflow and we'll get your footage looking cinematic and professional real fast. All right, so we got this shot of me right here. We're gonna color correct and grade this shot. So like I said, it's gonna be real simple, basically just a couple LUTs and a little bit of adjusting. So first up, we're gonna go to Input LUT right here in the Basic Correction tab, and we're gonna select and hit Browse. And right here, I have my list of correction LUTs, and these are actually the Phantom LUTs. If you don't know what the Phantom LUTs are, I'm gonna have them in the link down below so you guys can check them out. I think they look incredible with Sony footage, and yeah, it's just my go-to corrective LUT. So I typically like to go with the neutral A7SV.cube LUT right here, hit open, and there you go, it gives like a really nice look. However, I like to saturate my footage a little bit more, and I kind of go over the top a little bit because I notice when I export from Premiere, the saturation goes down. So I like to typically put it at around 120. And then depending upon how the shadows and the highlights look, I might adjust that. But for this shot, it actually looks pretty spot on perfect. So I might not really do any other adjustments right here. And then I'll go to the creative tab right here and I will hit the look LUT. I'll hit browse. And then I add another LUT, which is called Media on Cue Cinetone. And Media on Cue is a filmmaking channel here on YouTube, and this is his Cinetone LUT. So I add that on there, and it gives a nice coastal bluish look to it that I prefer, and it kind of calms down my skin tones because I have pretty red skin tones. As you see, if I go before, it looks just a little bit red. It may look good to you, it all depends, but to me, I like to just tone down my redness, especially now because I'm sunburned, and I feel like it just gives a nice overall look on it. And that is essentially the base of what I do. If I want to add any more specific looks, then I'll take this Cinetone LUT off in the meantime, and I'll add another look. So let's just see, do I have any other LUTs in here right now? We'll go with Mitch's LUTs right here. We'll go 007. And that's like way too crazy, so I might dial that down to 30, which looks kind of cool. Before and after, it's real subtle, kind of gives it a nice softer look. And then what I would do is I would come back and get an adjustment layer, then I'll drag my adjustment layer over my footage, and then I would reapply that Cinetone LUT. So the Cinetone LUT is usually the last bit of your color grade that you want to add on. So we'll go back to downloads and go down to our Cinetone LUT. Chuck that on top, and there you go. Super simple, really easy, and it makes your footage look incredible. So that is my color grade workflow with the A7IV. That's how I make my footage look really nice. The colors look great. The Phantom LUTs are incredible, and then putting that Media on Cue Cinetone LUT on top of it, I feel like just calms the skin tones down, especially for someone like me who has pretty red skin tones. I feel like it calms down the red skin tones and puts a nice look over the image. Make sure to support those creators and go to the links in the description. If this video helped you out at all, I'd appreciate it if you hit that like button and consider subscribing for more filmmaking content in the future. And yeah, I think that's it. I think we'll wrap it up there. My bird's just chirping away. See you in the next video. Later, guys.